30-day review of the Polaris 450 Sportsman. Bad fuel pump. That sucks. I've had the four-wheeler out 3 times. I've got less than 75 miles on it. I'm not sure the hours. But anyway, on the 3rd outing, everything was good until the afternoon. I guess it was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we were sitting back at the trailer, and we was kind of taking like a little lunch break or whatnot. And the power steering light came on, and the power steering went out completely of the four-wheeler, which it wasn't that big of a deal because you can still turn it, but the power steering is nice. Now, I was kind of the words that went through my head and it came out of my mouth were like, "What the fuck?" And so my buddy George was like, "Dude, what's wrong?" I was like, "A fucking power steering went out." He's like, "For real?" And I was like, "Yeah, for real." So anyway, I sat there and just kind of thought about it for a second. So I turned the four-wheeler off and turned it back on. And the power steering light went off and the four-wheeler, or the power steering came back online. So I was like, well, maybe it was just one of those little fluke things. And so anyway, we finished our drinks and our sandwiches and we headed back out to the trails. And we were sitting at the top of a trail before it was going to go downhill, and it split off in 3 different directions, and we was kind of trying to figure out the best way to go because I had a all-wheel drive four-wheeler. George's cousin Earl had a four-wheel drive four-wheeler, but George is on a quad, so 2-wheel drive. He's like a racing four-wheeler. So I was trying to pick a trail that would where we all can make it fairly easily. So George wouldn't get beat up too bad. Because those quads, it's like it's like riding on a brick wall. They're stiff as fuck, and to me, they're just totally uncomfortable. So anyway, we was sitting at the top of the trail, and all of a sudden, my four-wheeler started sputtering and backfiring, and it would hardly respond to any commands from the throttle. So I was like, "What the fuck's going on, man?" So I turned it off, turned it back on, and it got worse. So I told everybody to head back up to the truck, and I got about 50 feet, and the four-wheeler completely shut off. It died, and it just hardly would barely start, and when it would start, it would barely even turn over. I mean, it was just like, you would have thought that it was on its last leg. So anyway, finally, we got it back on the truck, or on the trailer, and we got it back to the house, and it's still the same thing. I almost couldn't back it down the ramp because the way it was running. So I had to turn it off and put it in neutral and push it to get it started down the ramp, and then just roll it out into the drive or whatnot. So anyway, I took it to the Polaris dealer, and it took about a week before I heard anything back from them, and they told me the fuel pump went out of it completely. I guess it was on its very last leg when I dropped it off at the Polaris dealer, and he told me, he goes, "Dude, it like seriously quit running before we got it in the garage door, and it would not start back again." So I was like, what could cause that? He's like, "I don't know. I've never replaced but maybe one other fuel pump on one of the newer Polaris four-wheelers, on the 450 Sportsmans anyway." So I was like, man, it sucks. So anyway, it's all under warranty, and it's okay. So, but I guess things happen, but I'm kind of butthurt because, I had a brand new four-wheeler that's got less than 75 miles on it. It's already in the shop. So, but other than that, the good parts of the four-wheeler, man, this four-wheeler ride's good. The seat's extremely comfortable. It's got like some type of gel memory foam seat in it. It's not a slick seat because my buddies can't armor all my seat and kind of fuck me up when I'm riding. Oh, wait. That's the shit I do to my friends. Yeah, my friend George, his quad, it's a Polaris Predator. Don't worry, I'm not putting your face in it, bitch.
Okay.
Whiny little tit.
Is your puss hurting today? Did you get some sand in it back there? You bouncing off a rock?
Yep. I think it's a 95. It's pretty damn powerful four-wheeler, but he's got the real nice slick seat. And I was the nice friend and armor all the shit out of his seat. The next day he was hating life because he said his whole body hurt. He had to do everything he could to stay on that damn thing. So yeah, I'm a good friend.
Are you done yet?
Anyway, the other thing that I had a problem with that four-wheeler, there's a storage door in the back behind the seat in between the brake lights. The store. That door in the latch vibrated off. Yeah, so that's another poor side of it. What else? And the controls on the left-hand side that do the run, stop, start, whatever controls, it came loose and it started rotating around the handlebar, which that really isn't the four-wheeler's fault. That's the people that put it back together out of the crate. I'm sure they had to throw that shit on and didn't tighten it down good enough. But other than that, the four-wheeler, as far as performance-wise, has been outstanding. For a 450, it does everything anybody could possibly want out of a four-wheeler, with that independent suspension. Now, I ride my shit pretty damn hard. I will go as fast as I can go over the roughest trail I can find within reason. You know, no big crazy boulders, but if it's a, you know, like a creek bed or something like that, I don't give a shit. I hit it as hard as it goes, and that suspension soaks it up. It's a very forgiving four-wheeler to a point. I did get it up on some really steep stuff that I had no business on. I was just trying to actually see if I could get up it, and it got to the point where the four-wheeler got high in the front, and the front wheels came off the ground, and I backed it back down, and being stupid, and I'm thinking, you know, I tried to back down and turn on the hill. That didn't work out good. I ended up jumping off the four-wheeler because I thought I was going over. I thought I was going to flip that bitch, but didn't happen, which is good. But all in all, the four-wheeler, everybody that rides it or sits on it loves it, and especially it's the seat. Everybody likes the seat. My buddy George tells me that I turned into a big pussy because I'm riding a four-wheeler with a lazy boy recliner on it because the seat's so comfortable. And trust me, your butt will be happy because that's the best damn seat I've ever sat on a street bike, on a cruiser. You know, that seat the Polaris puts on their four-wheelers is outstanding. Is it a $5,000? Is it worth $5,000? Yes, just for the seat. The seat's that good. So anyway, any other issues I've had with the four-wheeler? No. I have bottomed it out a few times. That's because I've really hit some stuff really hard going down like trails, and where it comes back up, I've bottomed it out. And I mean, I've drug the shit out of the bottom of that four-wheeler. I kind of feel sorry for it because I've really put it through some paces. I put it on a couple tracks. Like I go to Dirty Turtle a lot up in Bedford, Kentucky, and they've got a like a dirt bike track that you can take anything on. You can take your truck on it if you wanted to. And you've seen, well, if you've seen my videos, there's a couple where I've actually had it on there, and I haven't been running it full bore, but I think I got to like 35 miles an hour around the track, hitting the whoops, and you know, getting air on it. And I don't have really anything bad to say about the four-wheeler. I wouldn't have anything bad to say if fuel pump didn't go out as early as it did. Why that happened, I'm still waiting to find out. I'm hoping it's not something that's just keeps plaguing me on and on and on, because if the same problem happens again, I'll probably get rid of the four-wheeler. I'm not a big fan of having new shit that ends up being a money pit as far as braking unnecessarily. So, but I don't think I'm going to have a problem again. But you never know. You know, it hauls beer fucking awesome. It does good. Plenty of places to tie it down, cooler, whatever. It does good as a beer cooler. But anyway, I'll make another update video as soon as I get the thing back and I get a chance to take it back out on the trails again and let you know how it does. So, guys, girls, please subscribe. Thank you for all my subscribers. Thank you for all my views. You guys have really helped me out with all your feedback and stuff. And it kind of keeps me motivated making videos. So I appreciate it. That's it. So I'll see you guys later.